Winning the war inside your head is tough. It is tough. Especially when you're at night and you can't sleep. And trying to beat your inner self into thinking positive, into acting in your best interest. It's tough when you never had that. When you're used to saying negative things about yourself, when you're used to beating yourself down, when you're used to looking at things in a negative way, when you're used to seeing people leave your life and you blame yourself and not just look at the whole situation for what it is. It's often hard to look at things as positives when you didn't want that outcome. You didn't want that person to leave. You didn't want that job to end. You didn't want that situation to end. You didn't want these things to happen. And it's often easy to internalize it and never let it go, right? Because you don't want to be forgotten, or you don't want to be the person you want to hold on to it because you want to feel that you meant something to those people that left or that situation. And you have an internal fight with yourself about it. Constantly let it go, or to let it go. Or when people hurt you and harbor that hate, that sadness, whatever, and you want payback for that.
Let it go. You've got to forget about revenge.
What?
Believe me, in this work I've met a lot of guys who feel the way you do. Trust me, for those who follow the path of revenge, it never ends well. You'll only tear yourself apart. And even if you succeed and you get your revenge, what will you have then? Nothing. Emptiness.
Shut up!
You don't want to forget it because you want payback for that. You remember the feeling of feeling hurt for months on end, crying for months on end, sadness for months on end, and you want retribution for that. And to let it go is to say that they won that situation. To let it go is to say that they got away with something, taking your feelings for granted. And to be honest, bro, that's how it feels. To be honest, that's how it is. To be honest, I can't argue with you and say that you don't deserve some type of compensation for your pain, some compensation for your sadness. But sometimes it don't come. And I realize, man, as I'm doing this video and as I kind of reflect on everything that I be thinking about, it's not worth it. It's not worth them living that much longer in my life. It's not worth myself beating myself up, fighting with my internal self every day to remind myself that I deserve to live the life that I want to live, that I deserve to live the life that I'm working towards. Like, it doesn't pay enough. I don't know why I harbor this much stress over a situation that's been over for a long time. Right? Because I honestly think one of the craziest things that happens to me all the time is that I just keep old stuff in my head that I need to let go. I keep old memories in my head that I need to let be. Let it pass. Old people in my life, mentally, they're gone physically, but mentally, I have them there. For example, man, my mom's dad wasn't the best dad, I remember harboring resentment for him because I just felt like the way he talked to my mom, the way he did my mom in his last years of life just wasn't right. And I harbored hatred to this man. I didn't really know the man very well because, he wasn't really in my life, but he wasn't really in my mom's life either. And my mom was able to let it go, found some type of peace when he had passed away. But I didn't. Right? I couldn't let that go because, I had so much love for my mom because my mom's such a great woman that I just couldn't let go of the hatred that I had for him. And it wasn't until recently I realized that why are we holding on to things that the person that we're mad at are no longer holding on to? I mean, he's passed and stuff, but why are we holding on to things that these people are never going to notice? These people are never going to see it because they don't want to, right? They're moving on with their life. They're doing their thing in your life. And it's hard to do the same when you feel like they never got in trouble for it. You know, it's like these unsolved murder cases, right? You want those families to receive justice for their loved ones that were passed away or killed in those unsolved mysteries. And you're gonna always harbor that feeling that, man, I hope this gets solved. It's the same kind of weird concept as somebody hurting you or a situation not going your way. You want the people who made you feel a certain way about those situations have some type of consequence. And in reality, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. You know, it's like somebody hits you want to hit them back even harder. But sometimes that don't come. So, my question to you, and I'm gonna leave the video like this: do we hold on to those feelings and hope one day that they get what you feel like they deserve? Or do we move on with our life and really let it go and go enjoy our lives? And maybe that might be the revenge. And that might just be, the thing that maybe they see and then they might regret later on. Or does it really matter? And who cares if they receive the punishment that you feel like they should because the way they treated you or the way the situation went or the way life hasn't been fair to you? I don't know. Me personally, I just want to get over it. I don't want to feel that no more. I don't want to feel that stress. I don't want to feel that anger all day. That internal battle, that internal fight with yourself. I don't want to do that all day. I'd rather try to be as positive as I can and rewire my brain into thinking that I deserve more than just this seeping anger that I'm holding on to. So I'd rather release it and let it go and let it be.